Today's HBCU Spotlight focuses on three schools. The first school is Clark Atlanta University. This is a private Methodist HBCU located in Atlanta, Georgia. It is actually a part of what is called the Atlanta University Center that makes up Clark Atlanta, Spelman, Morehouse, and Morris Brown College. So the university was actually established in 1988 through the consolidation of institutions, Atlanta University and Clark College. However, its founding actually dates back to 1865. Atlanta University was founded on September 19th, 1865, and was the nation's first institution to award graduate degrees to African Americans. Clark College, later Clark University, was founded in 1869 and was the country's first 4 year liberal arts college to serve a primarily African American student population. CAU currently offers over 40 degrees at all three levels: the bachelor's level, which is like the undergrad when you first go to college, the master's level, and doctoral levels. It is annually ranked on the list of the Washington Monthly Best Colleges and Universities and is consistently ranked a top 20 HBCU by US News and World Report. Clark Atlanta's social work graduate program consistently ranks among the 100 best in the nation. Also, CAU has produced more Black PhDs in nanoscale science than any other HBCU in the nation. A couple of notable alumni of the school is Kenya Barris, who was the executive producer of ABC's TV show Blackish, and also James Weldon Johnson, who was a graduate of, I believe, the Atlanta University side. And we know he is famous for writing the lyrics to the song Lift Every Voice and Sing, which is the Negro National Anthem. So that is Clark Atlanta University. Also inside their band was featured in the movie Drumline. Shaw University. Shaw University is the first HBCU of higher education in the South. It is a private liberal arts HBCU located in Raleigh, North Carolina. It was founded on December 1st, 1865 by Henry Martin Tupper. It is the first college in the state to offer a 4 year medical program. And that is like of any colleges, it was the first one. It has a lot of other notable firsts. It was the first medical school in the South to train Black doctors and pharmacists. It was the first Black college to admit women. It was the first Black college in North Carolina to be granted an A rating by the State Department of Public Instruction. It also was the site where the Student Nonviolent Coordinating Committee, the SNCC, was established in 1960, and that was a very important part of the civil rights movement. It was the first Black college to own a radio station. In 1976, it created what was called an adult degree program to help those um, older students in the Raleigh area to get a degree in college. So basically, go back to school. And they've since then they've had over 4,000 individuals graduate from their adult degree program. Also, through research at the university on why several Black Americans that were World War II veterans had never received any type of honor, they were responsible for, through their research, to allow for 7 Black World War II veterans to receive the Medal of Honor by the Pentagon. These were soldiers that previously had been overlooked and not been rewarded for their service, but then through the research at Shaw, they got their recognition. Currently, Shaw enrolls more than 1,800 students and offers more than 30 degree programs in several different disciplines. Some of their notable alumni include Gladys Knight, Shirley Caesar, and Adam Clayton Powell Jr. The last school for today is Virginia Union University. This is a school that has a very interesting history. So, the original mission for the school came about shortly after April 3rd, 1865, when Richmond, Virginia was liberated by troops of the U.S. Army of the James. A mission for the school to educate former slaves was put in place, or a mission for a school, sorry. So by November 1865, the Mission Society established what was known as the Richmond Theological School for Freed Men. This was one of several institutions set up to educate former slaves that would eventually form Virginia Union. One of the other schools that was set up during this time was called the Wayland Institute. This was a very prominent school in Washington, D.C. during the late 1800s. While Culver Institute, that operated in Richmond, Virginia, was also established during this time. In 1876, Culver Institute was incorporated as the Richmond Institute. In 1899, Wayland Seminary and Richmond Institute merged to form Virginia Union University. An interesting side note is that Culver was actually named for the abolitionist who was responsible for starting the school in Richmond. He had to go against a lot of people that were not on board with this school for educating free Black men. So he really, really stood his ground, and he actually was the one that purchased the original land. Their school started in a former jail for slaves. He was able to buy the land, buy this jail, and that's where the school originally started. So the students actually were learning at the place where slaves had been whipped and beaten during that time. So that's a testament to his mission as well as the students' mission to want to be educated. And so the school was originally named in his honor and then changed to Richmond Institute. And as I said, in 1899, Wayland Seminary and Richmond Institute merged to form Virginia Union University. In 1932, Hartshorne Memorial College became a part of the school. Hartshorne was actually the first African American women's college ever established. So it became the first college to ever award a bachelor's degree to an African American woman. On February 22nd, 1960, 34 VUU students staged a sit in at Richmond's most exclusive, meaning whites only, dining facility and were arrested for trespassing. This was a crucial moment in the civil rights movement in Virginia. It led to passing desegregation laws to allow for integrated public spaces in that area. VUU has a world renowned theological training program called the Samuel DeWitt Proctor School of Theology at Virginia Union University. This particular school has educated a lot of preachers that are prominent in the Christian world today. Another notable alumni of the school is Ben Wallace, who plays for the Detroit Pistons. So this is your HBCU spotlight for today.